What's up, everybody? We're
Hello.
back for another reaction video.
That's right.
Something popped up today.
I saw you putting it on the screen, and I asked you what we're doing out of pure concern. And
Yes.
you said, you'll see.
That's right. You'll see. I actually don't even know. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
This just
Wait,
this
what?
just popped up. Let's see, 2 hours ago. This is new.
Okay.
I came across it when it was about 5 minutes old, and I saved it because I don't know which video will come out first, this one or our weekly episode. But our weekly episode, we're talking about the Conjuring house,
That's right.
and apparently something new happened, and I have no idea what it is. So we're gonna find out.
Oh my God.
We're gonna find out together. Jason
Okay.
Hawes uploaded a video. I could only imagine. I just could only imagine. I don't know what to say.
There's a lot around this if you haven't listened to our podcast video around the Conjuring house. So
And we didn't cover it all. I mean,
No.
we didn't pretend like we knew every detail about the situation, because we don't. Mm-hmm. We know the gist of it. Our Patreon Tina knows a ton about it, apparently.
Oh, really?
A ton, like
Dang, girl.
way more than we do. We have the general outline of it. She is very versed on the topic, and she was talking about it in our Patreon. So there are more nuances to this,
Gotcha.
but we just kind of gave, an overview for the folks who might not know about it at all.
Right.
So that's where we're at. But I am curious to see what's going on, since we just covered it.
Yeah.
And now
It's kinda crazy.
there's already something new about it. So I figured we owed it to ourselves to see what it is.
Okay.
So let's get into this. We're gonna go check out Jason Hawes and see what he has to say.
Okay.
Hello to everyone out there. Hopefully you're having a great Friday. I'm having a very interesting one. It's actually been a rather interesting week. So I know a lot of you know what's been going on with the Conjuring house and all the drama over there, the chaos that's been happening with the owner, and the crazy random posts you can see, and the constant edits to those posts. So a few days ago, I randomly started getting texts, and I'm not going to show those texts. I'm going to show some texts, but not those texts, because those texts were...
Do we want to throw out any guesses right now as to what this could be? We saw on the screen that whatever this is, more employees have quit. So
Yeah.
I'm just curious what you think this might be.
I think this may be more attacking of specifically Jason himself.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say the spirits have maybe told her more stuff about more employees. That's going to be my guess. And
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't watched this.
Okay.
So let's see who's right.
Okay.
I'm super curious. I'm already super intrigued by this.
were the most vile, disgusting texts I have ever in my life received, to the point where I had to take them and turn them over and file paperwork, because I've never, wow. Okay.
Wow.
What?
Oh, what?
Like text so bad you basically make a police report about them.
Text so bad that he did make a police report about it. Wow.
Okay.
I have.
I mean, she kind of threatened him
She
before, but it wasn't like a super crazy, like...
She's made some pretty off the wall statements about him thus
Right.
far. But this, before it was more like he was concerned with her mental well-being.
Right.
This seems more criminal.
So those are turned over, and there was a no trespass order and stuff put out there. Actually, I just received another text from her. She just sent me another text. So we're going to get into that one too. She's been sending me texts all freaking morning.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm going to show you some texts. I'm going to show you today. So again, the text she sent the other day, I'm not going to show for legal purposes. And
That bad.
but I'm going to show you what has been going on today. Let me just read this one real quick before I go any further here, because I need to know what the hell else has been said. It just goes and goes and goes. I mean, they are novels. They are literally
Wow.
novels. Let me see. They start and they
Just paragraphs upon paragraphs.
Oh my
And
God.
we've seen the kind of stuff that this lady says,
Yeah.
writing paragraphs in the past.
It's just off the wall, man. It's wild.
I wish I could read this. I think this might be the ones he's going to maybe let us in
Go
on.
over and read.
I'm
Obviously, the
so-
ones that he would have turned into
I know, but I'm
police
so curious to what those are.
are now evidence. So
I would
understand,
love to know what those say. I'm sure it'll come out eventually. But
yeah.
man, this is wild.
just go and go and go. And it's the most crazy
Wow.
thing you've ever seen.
Oh my
I mean, the
God.
list goes on and on. So, here we go.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's show these. So today, at 1:23 in the morning, I received this. 1:23 in the afternoon, sorry. I'm told that it is you that
Okay,
continues to F with my life. How does a high school graduate plumber, has been paranormal celebrity, think that somehow he has all of this power or even the legal right to do so? That is interesting. It is. I am told that you are using black magic.
Wanna say some black magic or what?
If true, the thing about black magic, Jason, it always demands the unjust return. When you make a deal with demons, they always want your life in return. I read that in an article about the 52 demons who influence people to do and incite terrible things to happen to humanity, animals, and our environment.
Okay.
Okay?
This is along the lines of exactly what I thought this was going to be. She needs help. Bad.
I think this is definitely a mix of exactly what you and I both said.
Yeah, dude, she is off her rocker. She's
Can
she's
someone
cooked.
like help this lady, please? Like, what is
Well,
happening
remember
right now?
we saw the one post. I think we were out. This was after we made our video,
Mm-hmm.
and it said that she had turned stuff over to the police, and then there was supposedly a statement by the police stating that she was in fact not crazy. That we were at the McDonald's drive-through when we read that. Do you
I
remember?
But are we sure?
No, I'm actually pretty sure quite the opposite. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact.
Like, who said that? Who said? I want to know who said that.
Well,
You
let's
tell me to my face.
Let's see if Jason is in fact playing with demons.
It goes on. Hang on. F you, strong letter to follow. She then sends me this deal with the devil thing. Here's my first Google search result. All these articles she's listing for diabolical favors, which vary by the tale, but tend to include youth, knowledge, wealth, fame, and power. Most random text out there. So I respond. Because, I mean, whatever. I got to figure out what the hell's going on here. I say, you have some issues. You've decided to attack me time and time again. I have been understanding. Your last text to me have changed that. What I'm referring to are the texts she sent me days ago, which were so vile and disgusting
What?
that I think, to a point, you get to the point where even that peace in your heart that you hope for somebody's well-being just goes away
Oh wow.
when they say certain things or go to certain things. So
I wonder if maybe she sent him something like attacking his family.
I would love to know, but honestly, like, it doesn't really matter at this point.
It doesn't, but I'm trying to put myself in his shoes, and I don't normally agree with Jason. I've said it time and time again on this show. However, he is somebody to be respected, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
He's not a has-been. He is still the guy for paranormal. But he does things that I don't agree with. That doesn't that doesn't make him, it doesn't take away from his credibility or anything. But as a guy, as a man with a family and a wife and children, I could see myself being like, okay, they're sick and they need help. But I think, because
Just
he,
kind of letting majority of the things that are said
well,
roll
yeah,
off.
especially because it sounds so outrageous and I don't want to say crazy because I don't want to talk about people like that, but
Yeah.
it does. It sounds crazy. But the one thing I think that would get me to where he is would be stuff about my family.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious if maybe that is the case.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that is the only thing I could think of.
Okay.
Oh. Anyways, I have been understanding. Your last texts have changed that. I promise you, I'm not the guy you want to push any further, Jacqueline.
Full name.
Of course, so she responds. F you, strong letter to follow, which is her common thing. Strong letter to follow, and I am Jacqueline Nunez, owner of the Conjuring House, and all this stuff. I know everything, including you showing up at 2:30 a.m. to kill me. I am not the least bit afraid of you. Get an effing line, Jason. I am being assured that you will be prosecuted. Keep it up because the counts on attempted murder are still ticking up.
What does she mean? Does she still...
On the truck in the driveway.
That was another thing that we actually had forgot to mention in our video that Tina reminded me of. The guy in that truck has come forward and said, hey, that was me. We were here for an investigation.
Yeah, because it's the Conjuring House and people have appointments.
But that is
such.
so weird to still be saying, like, you showed up here to unalive me. And somebody's come out about it already. And said otherwise.
Okay.
I never would have thought that we would be in a day and age where this kind of stuff would be going on at, just a content machine. It's basically what it is. It's a haunted location, debatable, but it's a content machine.
It is.
It'd be like if something like this happened at Waverly or something. We talk about Waverly a lot. That's always our go-to.
It's our fave.
We'll never see it anymore.
I know.
But this is just bonkers.
It is.
Corey and Jen should buy this house back.
Please do. If you ever by happenstance see this, please just take it back.
I don't think anybody really watches us, so I think we
Yeah, probably not. But you know what? I don't care.
I don't either.
The statement still stands. Please.
I there's a part of me that was like hoping maybe one day we'd get to go there, but there's not a chance I would go there right now.
No, I don't think anyone should be going there.
People will still go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. My only serious issues are, let me scroll up here for you. All right. So my only serious issues are you, Satori, Cody, Reed, Jen, and Corey Heinzman attacking me personally and trying to incite violence against me. I have done nothing to you. I have done nothing to any of you. Who are the insane ones here?
That's not true.
Time will tell, Jason. I have very powerful people at my back protecting me. You'll see. You have no idea how many people have been recording your psychic torture sessions and keeping text messages.
Hypnotize me, get away from me! Oh, I think you almost had me.
People have infiltrated your insane efforts and People have infiltrated your insane efforts and violent conversations, including capturing video, like I have. At some point, Rhode Island and the town of Burrillville will act to bring you to justice. Once again, F you, strong letter to follow. Okay.
So I think it's because everybody's making videos saying, like, boycott the Conjuring House. That's her claim of, like, everybody coming at her. But
saying that it's him that's requiring everyone to say that? I don't get it.
I don't understand how she has flipped this into, like, this psychic attack, because nobody's psychically attacking you. They're making videos being very open about what's going on, and nobody's attacking her multiple times on everybody's videos. People are worried about this lady's well-being.
Yes, absolutely.
Man, can we get in on the hate train now?
Okay, what I don't understand is, okay, there's a psychic attack, and she has turned it to the police. How
do you prove that?
Do you prove that? It is just now in the last, I'll say 10 years, able to, with a homicide case, I was trying to think of the best way to say that for YouTube, a homicide case that doesn't have a physical person.
It's almost impossible.
Like, it is so
It
hard
happens.
to prove that.
It does happen, but yeah.
There is still a homicide.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
This is so far unprovable.
You're talking about, like, the very few cases where, like, people have been let go of life and there's like no evidence, but they still find the person guilty.
Right.
Because it is such a strong
Like there's
case
no
of it.
physical human.
Yeah. I mean, this
There
is so,
to prove.
this is, I don't even know how to explain this, honestly, because even if somebody was psychically attacking you, what does that mean? What does that even mean? You know, this lady is like a very well-off business lady who owns a couple big businesses, a lawyer.
Yep.
I mean, so like, I don't understand. And the only thing I can think of is I mentioned it in our regular episode. I think she may have taken all her money and dumped it into this place, thinking this is my cash grab, and she's losing all that money. And I'm still gonna err on the side of maybe she really does just need help. Maybe I think she needs help, and I don't mean that. I don't think she knows what she's doing. If I'm being honest, I think the stress of everything has caused her to fall off the deep end.
And maybe disassociate a little.
She has totally disconnected. That's my opinion.
Okay.
I think this is
I
just,
can see that.
You know, she's losing everything as time goes on, and I think it's kind of making her come unglued. So
Oy.
I don't even have anything funny to say, because I do like, I'm concerned for her.
Absolutely.
I said it in our regular episode. I'll say it here. I am concerned for what she may do to herself or somebody else at this point.
Yep.
So
100%.
Okay. So, and then, yeah, strong letter to follow, Jason effing Hawes. Doesn't even spell my name right on that one. So, I had to respond again, of course. So,
Of course.
I say, you truly have lost it. Your
As
random
one
text
does.
accusations and public posts have shown the world your true colors. You are a danger to yourself and more worrisome others.
exactly.
I would never want you to fear me, Jacqueline, but I plan to make sure you know who I can be when pushed to a point. Because again, you can only take so much when it comes down to attacks or claims, and accusations, vile texts. I mean,
It just hit me. I think I know what she said. I can't say it on YouTube, but I will share it with you after.
Okay.
I have an idea. Because of what he just said. There's only one connection between him and her, and that's his daughter. I remind me after it's pretty bad.
eventually you're like, I'm done. Whatever happens. So, and of course, she says, I will take this as the death threat you intended it to be. I will send this to Burrville and let's see.
What?
I repeat, what have I done or even posted, Jason, to warrant such hatred? Just because you are not in the know does not mean any of these things you paint me as. Besides, that video with you in the truck says everything, now doesn't it? How am I a danger to myself? Are those more death threats? Keep talking, Jason.
Again, the man in the truck has come forward.
Right.
We know for a fact that it's not Jason Hawes, that is another person.
Okay.
This is like full circle. It's crazy. Just keeps on going and going and going. So I respond because,
Because you
I
have
wanted
to. I get it,
I
Jason.
mean, you can only take so much.
I get it.
So I state, the person in the truck posted their information and proof it was them. I have never threatened you, nor would I ever. Again, you are a danger to yourself and others.
With however anybody may feel about Jason personally, he doesn't seem like a violent person.
Absolutely
He
not.
doesn't seem like the kind of person that would make threats to like ruin you. Mm-hmm. He seems like maybe in person sometimes he could be a little bit of an a-hole.
Yeah.
But even as he's gotten older, that's kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
I would put money on that Jason's probably a really nice guy. So I don't see him just making threats under everybody's nose, like nobody knowing. Yeah, no. And he brought up the fact that, like I said, the guy in the truck has already come forward.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how she's still holding on to that. Yeah, no, don't say it. I know.
You truly need help. I say this from the heart. No matter how much crazy stuff you've thrown at me, I still want the best for you.
Agreed.
You need to stop making crazy claims, accusations, and threats. You have pushed away and attacked everyone who cares and has cared for you. So then this is where she makes this other claim. So even though the person came on the post, posted their information, gave me their receipt, the timestamps of when they were there, all this stuff, supposedly it was still me. I was there, according to her, to assassinate her. And I do want to get into why that, even beyond the claim of that, why that is such a major, and I mean major, situation. All right. So she says, I am told facial recognition software was used to determine that it was you.
It's me!
Jason. That will be up to your defense team to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you and others have not committed thousands of crimes against me and other innocent people.
Thousands.
Who, like me, did nothing to harm you or your fellow assassins trained under a terrorist interrogation tactical handbook.
Wow.
Read that one again slowly.
Indeed.
Your fellow assassins trained under a terrorist interrogation tactical handbook. I have been told by numerous sources. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but I have to on that one. Okay. Okay. Now I will take snapshots of this final text exchange, and the evidence will lead to a just result over time.
She's going to get Baker acted.
I will not stop posting as I am instructed to inform the public on every important matter facing our country and other countries. Send this last text exchange to your defense attorney if you can find one.
What?
FU, strong letter to follow. Okay.
She says that every time.
I know.
So I responded, you used facial recognition. Ah, damn. How will I ever get out of this one? I guess I'll have to go back into hiding. Because recently she sent a message to others saying that she had heard I was in hiding, so I couldn't be arrested because there was a cell waiting for me. So I said, seems like you just checkmated me. You're just too smart for the likes of me. I'm just an average guy with no psychic powers. I can't compete with you and hundreds of ghost friends giving you secret information.
Wow.
So
wow.
You get left in a situation where you don't even know how to respond to these. And, and she still texted me. It's still going off. So
I will bet that Jason Hawes regrets the day he decided to come to YouTube. He's actually been on YouTube for a few years, but like he's really started to like be a part of the paranormal community on YouTube just recently. And
as he should.
Could you just only imagine, like, he's like, I've been on TV, people know me around the world, and now I'm dealing with this.
Yeah. And I'm having to basically make reaction videos about this going on in my life because it's such a big thing.
I wonder if, like, because there are so many people that have talked about this, so many channels.
Yep.
I wonder if she's only focusing on him for, like, the publicity side of it because people know who he is because he's famous.
Maybe, but I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just so out.
It's a bad look.
In left field.
It's a bad look either way.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean.
Let's see. This next text message that I just received. As you can see, it just came in. So let me put it right there just so you guys can see it. It says, from Jacqueline, now that you say that, perhaps you are correct. We shall see. All I said is that I was told, you idiot, that facial recognition was used on the guy who I said looks like Jason Hawes. We shall see about that too, won't we? The sad thing is, as I am told, the U.S. administration, or my purported friend named Jennifer, why would the U.S. do that? What do they have to fear from an educated
what is she talking about?
Citizenry and other residents regarding the laws of the cosmos?
What?
Stop torturing me and others and contemplate these questions instead. Here is your cheat sheet.
He looks as
Give me a cheat
confused
sheet.
as
That's
we
good.
all do.
That's good. It's because the wealthy and the influential elites have always understood the laws governing our cosmos, and they have controlled the rest of us for centuries. So if the masses understand, then these elites lose much power and control over our lives. I'm going to post this in here just so you guys can see it. While the above is true, I suspect that Jennifer is also terrorizing and influencing good people sponsored by some country or other powerful organizations. Maybe you can figure that one out. You do not know who I am yet, but it will synthesize for you when the entire story unfolds.
It's a good
I'm
book.
not sure when. I leave you with this. I was chosen to own the Conjuring house. People recognized that when I bought it, which I think we can go back to a past video. I'm not sure if that's accurate because you put a lien on a property that you didn't own to force people into selling it to you. But people can see that in the video where I interviewed 7 people who...
What? She put a lien on the property to force them into selling it? I didn't know that.
Wow.
I have no idea that happened.
I didn't either. Wow.
That really changes stuff. How have I not heard that?
I have no words. I have no words.
So is that why Corey and Jen don't own the... man.
Resigned, that then you attacked online and claimed that you fired them for all these different reasons. But this goes on. We are experiencing disclosure events that are happening through me and TCH. I do not really give a F what you personally think of me, as long as you and others are not hosting Facebook and YouTube lives or posting or inciting violence on other social media platforms to attack and even kill me.
There has been nothing like that in any of those.
Nope.
Everybody is just talking about she's lost it and boycott it. You know, maybe she can go get some help. So I'm very curious to see how she tries to spin all these lives that, hundreds of thousands of people have seen by now.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot to take in. I did not know what this video was going to be. I'm glad I clicked on it, honestly, but there's so much.
And not only does this affect her and her well-being as a person, or I'm going to say the reputation of the Conjuring house as well, but it affects all of the lives of the people that she fired. For what reason? I don't know. Reason? Because someone from the 1800s?
Yeah, well, that was Brian, and people have quit. People quit before that, like Cody and Satori and all them. They all quit going into that. And it said he had it like in the, like a little text at the bottom when we started this. It says more employees have quit since this. I hope that towards the end of this, he gives us a little insight as to, like, did everybody just leave because, obviously she's lost it. I'm really curious to... There's just so much to this. This is wild.
I care deeply about the business, TCH, and my staff. Then you might want to pay them. Yeah. Because there's people there right now who you still owe a shitload of money to.
Oh, God.
There's people that you fired because you owed a shitload of money to them.
Brian.
So if you care about your staff, pay your damn staff.
You need to relax.
Agreed.
Yes, sir.
People sitting there waiting for paychecks, and you're telling them Venmo and all these other things don't work, which is blatant lies.
We pay our rent that way.
So don't tell me you care about your staff.
It works.
When you're screwing over your staff, and you screwed over your past staff.
Oh.
Anyways, I will consider any continued text or other means of communication as further harassment. I believe you texted me. You sent the text to me. I haven't texted you. I responded, but you sent text to me.
That's right. And we saw it in real time.
I have done nothing to threaten you or anyone. I have done nothing to slander any particular person. I have done nothing but express my First Amendment rights and post compelling, foolproof evidence of the continuity of consciousness. I will not stop posting disclosures about the truth as I keep being told about these truths. So just shut the F up about things you know nothing of. Do I really sound crazy, Jason? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yep. If that's a question, then yeah 100%. There's no question. You
I
sound
agree.
crazy. I am not even close, which I think is 100% what a crazy person would say.
Yep.
So, but anyways, if you wake up, Jason, perhaps you will fulfill your soul contract for a very special mission unfolding. F you, strong letter to follow. And that was the message that I got while we were sitting here talking.
I wonder if we'll get another one
So,
while we're sitting
again,
here.
my concern for anybody who does any business over there, has an event,
Don't cancel.
goes on a tour, goes on an overnight, is if there is a delusional state going on, and this person assumes, like that person who was there for an overnight, who was driving the truck, who posted that it was them, even though she's still claiming it was me, and she saw the post. If she assumes that somebody in that house is me, and that I'm there to do what she claims I'm trying to do, then what's to say that she doesn't have a state where she goes and causes somebody in the house personal injury,
That's what I'm
Serious
saying.
harm. Possible death resulting?
That's what that is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is not at all. Well, maybe not. Maybe a little bit. But I wasn't. For some reason, I was expecting this to be more like she fired somebody. I didn't expect it to go this deep and this out of control this fast.
No.
I'm blown away. I agree with him on the fact that like she keeps using this red truck thing, and it's already factual that was not him.
The guy literally said, "No, that was me."
Yeah, we were here for an investigation that you didn't let us in for.
On this night, because we had an appointment and we had to miss it because you wouldn't let us in when we pulled in the driveway.
I'm really curious. Has anybody been there since all this has been going down? Like,
a welfare check?
No, like investigators. Like,
Okay.
Have people been going there to make videos and stuff? Because if they have, I'd be really curious to see what their take on her mental state is as of right now. You know, like, I can't really recall seeing anything recent that has come out, like, within the last, like, say, 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I'm just really curious about that.
And you know what's so interesting is that before all of this happened, the Conjuring house was all over. It was everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
She was involved in the videos.
Mm-hmm.
She was with Cody and Satori, and then Cody and Satori started getting the heat that came onto them for their method. And, you know, that rode out for a few months. And now all of a sudden, this is coming. But before this woman was quite normal.
I mean,
In the
yeah,
videos.
yeah, for all
She
intents and
believed
purposes, yeah.
in everything that was happening in the house. Great for her. She believed in, you know, her business and all
But
of that.
she seemed like an average person in every one of those videos.
That's my point.
Yeah, I mean,
So what is happening?
I
What is happening?
think it's the backlash from the Halloween stuff. I do. I think she dumped all her money into this, and it's blowing up in her face, and she's having a mental breakdown. But anyways,
It's sad. It's really sad.
we're gonna switch this over. I'm not gonna stop it anymore. There's only, maybe 4 or 5 minutes left on this. We're just gonna hear it out, and we'll give the rest of our thoughts at the end. I'm very curious to see where this goes from here.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Buckle up, get ready.
I mean, these are serious concerns. So these people who are doing events there, these people who are doing overnights there, these people who are going for tours there need to seriously take into consideration that first off, again, there might not be anybody there when you show up. And secondly, you're endangering yourself. You're endangering others that you're bringing in. And yeah. So you just got to think, bottom line. So when I'm totally for this whole boycott Conjuring house thing, I'm 100%, because this person needs help. And by us still doing this and us, or people still doing events there and things like that, it's enabling. And it's also opening those people up to serious jeopardy, serious harm. And that's a major concern. So people need to step as far away from this place as possible and just get as far away from her as possible. We've tried to help. numerous people have tried to help. They've tried to do everything they can. We all have. And what do we get in return? We get accused of attempted murder plots. We get accused of stealing. We get accused of hacking accounts, creating bots. Everybody who posts comments in her posts are accused of being bots. And the list goes on and on. So, and now supposedly all my friends are assassins. So, I mean, that'd be probably a cool bunch of people to hang out with. But anyways, in all seriousness, this is frightening. This has nothing to do with her being possessed or demonic entities. This is a situation that has been amplified by medicating themselves certain ways. And I mean, this is an ongoing issue. And the community needs to come together, and they need to just inform the world that that place is not safe, that that person is not safe. And anybody who does an event there is putting others in jeopardy. So it's time to cancel events. It's time to cancel tours. It's time to cancel overnights. It's time to cancel the Conjuring House. And it's time to cancel Jacqueline Nunes. Bottom line. So make sure everybody knows this, because it's for everybody's well-being. I don't want a situation where I find out in the news or I hear a police report that somebody was permanently injured or somebody was seriously maimed or anything because they went to this place and something happened and this lady assumed that it was something else, or she ended up having an issue and flipping out on somebody. There's serious issues that are going on here, and I'm getting more text. I'm getting more text from her already. So it's just nonstop. You have to understand that going there is opening up your chance of being seriously hurt, or anybody you take there. You're opening up a chance of them being seriously hurt. So really, spread the word. Let the world know that the place needs to be off limits. It needs to be canceled because she needs to be handled. She needs help. She does. And she's not going to get it as long as people still pay the money that she's taking in and not paying her employees, but using it for other means to keep this craziness going.
Oh, what a delightful time.
So, love from me to you guys. Please spread the word, get it out there, warn everybody, and just stay safe. Keep it real, and on to the next.
Well, I, for one, agree with what he said at the end, and right here, boycott the Conjuring House.
I absolutely agree, and I don't think I could have wrapped it up any better than Jason did. I think at this point, with the messages he's receiving and having done a police report and things like that, it might be best to just let her keep doing what she wants to do.
And she's clearly not going to stop.
And just let it go. And, he doesn't respond, doesn't egg it on any, and hopefully some good comes out of this.
I don't think he's really egging it on so much as I don't know. I didn't feel like he was egging it on.
Bad choice of words.
But
I know
what you mean.
Responding in general.
But I agree. Somebody's going to show up there and something's going to happen.
Yeah.
So stay away from there. I think everybody should do what Jason said. Cancel your investigations, cancel your events. Outside of talking about boycotting it, we shouldn't even talk about it anymore.
I agree. Because going there, doing your investigations and doing all those things, yes, it's great for the paranormal community, for getting evidence and things like that.
This is bad for the community.
It's fueling that business that she clearly is incapable of handling at the moment.
I agree. So, again, boycott the Conjuring House, and hopefully the next reaction will be more fun.
Yay.
See you guys later.